Yay. So if you want, you'll be able to go into the video again in the future off Zoom, excuse me, off of YouTube and see it again. And if you need to refresh anything.
So
So,
they're all on YouTube?
uh,
What?
well, they're really on the website.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. And I like people to be able to go back and see what's said at times and
Great,
whatever.
great. Thank you.
Sure. My pleasure, my honor. Oh, here's Lisa. Yay.
But just to be clear, that's not something that the average person can get in.
I don't know.
No,
I
it's not. It's they used to send out a link to it, the
yeah.
recording, and it was just the people that were on the recording could
Okay,
see it.
good. Yeah, I don't know how the webmaster set that up.
I presume
And
it's the same way.
yeah, good. Good. Thanks for telling me that. I've
Yeah.
been really ignorant of a lot of this computer stuff. So, hey there, Lisa. How are you? Good
I'm
to see
hanging in.
you.
I'm hanging in here. How you doing, Mark?
Well, thank you.
Good.
And I'm doing a lot of drinking of the water. So,
I've been meaning to talk to you about that heavy drinking.
yeah, really. I got another fresh bottle right here. So, all right. Oh, gosh. All right. First, before anything, on the 20th, this Friday, I have, if you go to the website, there's a link to something called The Gathering. And it'll just be strictly, it won't be having anything to do with um, healing. It'll have to do with answering questions of life's experiences, etc., of your experiences. And I'll be elaborating on the questions that you personally ask. So please, register for the darn thing and come on into the room. It'll be Friday at 6 o'clock, Arizona time.
Mhm.
And in the Midwest, it's 7 o'clock. And on the East Coast, it is 8 o'clock. And in California, it is 5 o'clock. So please do take advantage of that. And I'm going to be doing it for the first time this Friday, and it'll be every other week.
Huh.
And we'll see how it grows or what it grows into. Uh, and we'll just take it from there. And other than that, every Tuesday I have the healing circle, unless otherwise notified. And then let's see, I have next month's workshops. They're not listed yet, but it will be the last one uh, pertaining to healing, excuse me, intuition in the raw. And that will be, I had to get a tricky name. So to change the title of it. And I've been doing all types of intuition workshops, and this will be the last one. It'll be for the beginner, or it'll be for uh, someone who's well experienced in intuition. It's just filled with much greater information, and that's a 4-day workshop that'll be next month, sometime in the middle of the month, when it is announced on the website. It's not yet though, at markearlix.com. And then on in the middle of the month on a Thursday will be the 2 hour workshop of intuition in the raw. Let's see. Other than that, I see people by appointments. Please take advantage of that. And it's either on the telephone or on FaceTime or Zoom or in person if you're here in Scottsdale, Arizona. So, uh, I hope you all come. It's chilly weather for us. It's going to be by then in the 70s or 80 or 85, who knows? And we're going to be suffering with the cold. And we may get a down into the lows of the 60s by then or 65. So, all right. Other than that, any questions or comments, please? I'll be also in on the 27th. I'll be in Tucson, giving a Friday night healing circle on the 27th. The 28th will be a 1-day workshop on healing, and I'll just give my heart to that as always. And on the 29th and 30th, I'll be doing appointments. So that'll be at the Unity of Tucson. All right. Please, any questions or comments or anything that I can try to answer or elaborate on, or what's happened with you since the last circle or sometime before that. Please, anything. Come on, don't be chicken livers, as I always say.
About 15 minutes before this meeting started, right? I'm just doing stuff. My glasses broke. They just came apart for no reason. I wasn't touching them or anything. So thank goodness I had another pair, but I thought that was really weird because that's what I've been working on is my vision.
Oh,
So I don't know.
there you go. Yeah, things happen, and deterioration happens when we're unexpecting. So I don't know what else to contribute that to. And it might have been perfect timing for what you're working with. Have you noticed a change in your vision since we've been working with that?
I think so. I think it's gotten a bit better. Yeah.
All right, good. Let me see. Here's Joanne. All right. Yeah, I pray so. And maybe it's just getting better enough that your script will get less, or your eyes will feel better and more relaxed, and the worries will come away from you.
Yeah.
I personally love glasses. I literally love them. And I think it's the cat's meow. And for some reason or another, as uncanny as that sounds, or as weird as it sounds, and I just enjoy them. And so they don't bother me. And I got a pair of light strips, and so I hardly feel them on my head. And I've been like this for, oh my God, 40, 50 years now. And I've always loved them. That's, I was always hoping for some. And then I finally got a job at Motorola, and I had to read these tiny little lines of different colors and determine what, they were made up of, and for electronics. And that threw my vision out. And that I loved glasses prior to that, even though I didn't have any. I thought they were the cat's meow. And so ever since then, because of Motorola, I've had glasses, So it's individual, individualistic, and it's just preference. And also what we have is up to us to get used to it and not fight it. And we find that there's less stress with that and with our eyes as well. I know exercises that people can do for or a particular exercise that seems to work with people that have actually tried it. Let me let this person in here. And for people that are nearsighted or farsighted, and it seems to work. A particular exercise is what I learned in my order. This one teacher said, get it at the time, 50 some odd years ago. He said, all right, get a twig that's thin and long.
Handsome.
Yeah. And or a kite string, and to focus on it. If you're nearsighted, hold it fairly close where you can envision it, and keep your eyes focused on it with your glasses off, and focus where you see it clearly, and then bring it out a little bit more. It'll be a little hazy, but keep trying to focus on it more and more and more, and keep bringing it out. And if you're farsighted, bring it in a little bit until you can focus on it, and keep practicing that several times a day for several days. You'll see that the muscles in your eye correct.
Oh, wow. I'm going to try it.
Yeah. And some people who have actually tried it, even though I told many people about it, some people, they find that their sight has improved, their vision. Uh, Awesome exercise. Awesome. And another thing, exercise is they have something called snow blindness glasses that have little holes in them. And if you wear those quite often, you'll see that the vision wants to hone in and it'll create a correction in the eyes most often. But, how do you walk down the street with snow blindness glasses on when it's a summer day,
Yeah.
So these things do work, and the old time remedies, grandma's remedies, and it seems to work.
Thank
Cool.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure, sure. And all right, any other comments or questions, please? Anything I can try to answer before we start here. There's only 6, 7, 8 of us, which is awesome. Anything, please. One thing that I'd like to talk about, just real briefly, and I might have mentioned this in the past. Uh, in the old days, I never used to be able to wake up on time or even with an alarm or anything.
Mhm.
And that was a long time ago until one day one of my teachers told me about what he referred to as waking up with an alarm. Picture it in your head the night before, and so I had to get up at 5 in the morning all the time, and because communion and everything else was already set for 6, so I had to be ready for that, like everyone else. And so I said, Look, I can't get up at this time. It's not possible. I'm not capable." And he says, "Oh, sure you can. And here's what you do. So just picture the alarm. And when you're going to sleep at night, picture yourself getting up with the alarm." And he went into detail about that. And I said, "Okay, I'll try it." And it actually worked. So over the next several months, I started to picture myself getting up right before the alarm would go off. And it actually worked 5 seconds, 20 seconds before, and 5 minutes before. And I said, "Wow, this is so cool." So over the next few years, I started to picture myself, okay, if I can do this with the alarm, then why can't I set my day according to that, and picture other things happening? And so, I knew I had certain things, meetings with people or appointments or whatever, and I would picture the type of appointment I wanted, at where I can uh, come prepared, and that these people would get relief in some way or another from emotional situations or whatever, knowing what to tell them. And I would have the story in my head of what was going to be transpiring later that next day. And sure enough, I tried it out, and those say a person that came to me with a particular dilemma that I had pre-thought of, and I knew the answer to it. So I would set these situations up. Or if I had a meeting with someone, say at work at Motorola, I would picture something being taken care of, where it would be just the opposite of, say, getting chewed out for something, a mistake or something like that. Well, the mistake would happen, but the dilemma turned into a positive because I saw it the night before and I saw myself doing something in opposition to that, getting yelled at or whatever, or corrected. And it would work out where a different scenario would happen pertaining to that, where it turned into a positive or something creative. And there were several times that people would congratulate me for those mistakes and I would say that I saw it happening and I corrected it before it happened. And people would say, "Oh, this is great. Yeah, thanks." So we have the opportunity to use what I refer to as the alarm clock exercise to change scenarios for the next day. If we know that we're going to be meeting someone that we don't necessarily enjoy being around, or meeting someone we know that is going to determine a fate of something, we can change that scenario. We have that capability. It's just something I really wanted to mention. And I hope that makes sense for people.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Cool. Even pertaining to ourselves personally, where it doesn't involve anyone else, we have that opportunity to change the scenario from a destructive to a constructive scenario. And it's up to us to be able to initiate that to happen. But we may have doubts about these things. All we have to do, okay, if this is really real, I'm going to try this and see what happens. We do it anyway in our life, so why not make it constructive? Any questions about that, or elaborations on that? Anything, please. Anything. All right. Did you have anything, Kim? Did you want to ask or comment on?
Oh, I completely agree with that. It's like how you set your thoughts out. But I think sometimes when I've visualized into something, there's other factors that are going to happen that, as much as I might want a positive outcome, there's other things going on. Maybe, I know one time I went on a hike and I'm thinking, oh, I want it to be really good, but it ended up being that somebody had a real health emergency on the hike. Does that make sense? Like that was going to that wasn't going to change.
And
But
did you foresee that happening?
I felt it. I didn't know
Okay.
what it was. I just felt like, it's like feeling like there's an obstacle. It doesn't mean
Yes.
that's a good nor a bad. It just, there's something, as much as I might want positive intentions or positive outcome, there's just some other things
Sure.
going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's how I see it, right? It's how I see it.
And what we can do whenever we can catch ourselves, okay, I got a feeling something's going to be happening and it's not going to be pleasant. Imagine, to image in action. That's what imagination means, to image in action. That feeling turning into something creative. And it doesn't matter if it pertains to something that happens as far as, what we're imagining, but you'll see that feeling that you had that quite possibly was going to be something destructive. Change that destructive into something constructive, even though it's not the exact same dynamic that happened.
Sure. That all makes perfect sense. It's just how we see things.
Precisely.
Mhm.
Precisely. And we're always seeing things. Everything is always predetermined, even before the thought that we perceive. It's in the mind of various scenarios that are set up for us, of sequences of events. And there's billions of sequences of events that we get to participate in their potentials. And the more conscious we become of that, that's what enables us to take more control of our life and the world around us.
Absolutely.
At night, I don't remember the numbers, but I remember a neurologist, a study that a neurologist did, and it was in a journal, science journal as well. We have approximately either 8 million or 8 billion neuronal explosions happening within us, and every one is a pathway,
Wow.
which is quite incredible. And that's only for the next day. And that's when we're sleeping. All these things are able to correlate into their various pathways.
It's how we're set up by our culture from when we're born, and then it's also how we, take that torch and live our lives and choose to be conscious.
That's right. We're set up, very correct. And we're set up according to our experiences of life that we relate to,
Sure.
that we identify with. Or
I
else
think
if we weren't able to identify, then we wouldn't be able to perceive of it or receive of it.
Sure. Makes all perfect sense.
Yeah. How cool. How cool. Good. Any other questions or comments, please? Anything that I can possibly talk about or identify with y'all, please. Anything?
I have a question, especially we were talking about, you were mentioning vision, and dear person was asking about vision and working on different things. I have some conditions where my lower light vision and some of my peripheral vision is, messed up. And, it's something I've had, it's a hereditary thing. Um, and I've also had a brain injury. As you know, I was in a real bad car accident.
Yes.
There's some exercises I've been doing that you've suggested that help me with the part that was the damaged part from the injury. Is there any exercises, I mean, that can help with like say with the low light vision? I mean, I can I try to avoid driving at night, but I really don't want to have to avoid.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
and so are there exercises or just different work that can be done to help alleviate or ameliorate that?
Yes. And one important, I think the most important, if we have a deficit in one thing, we can tune into, as long as we're accepting the deficit, then we have the ability to enhance uh, other dynamics. And say if we have a deficit in the low light, uh, as we become calm within us and don't see it as a fault, then we can ask inside, okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. And I wonder, uh, you're talking to yourself, can you help me to accept this as a gift so that something greater will come forth from that? And who knows what possibilities uh, the so-called spiritual vision uh, will be enhanced from that, if that makes sense. I guess it doesn't. It's the
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's fine. And so we may be able to obtain a different kind of a sight
Okay.
that helps us.
Mhm.
Anything is possible. What we live with in the world isn't all that there is. And it's finding out what more can be through the acceptance of a particular deficit that can enhance other abilities within us, whatever they may be for an individual. And everyone is going to be unique
Mhm.
in their perceptions and receptions. So don't cut yourself short necessarily, but just see as a deficit. That means it's a gift, and that the less we resist it, the greater the enhancement of something else will come in that will take us through, that will bring us through a particular situation that we're having, say, like with deficit of the sight at night.
Oh.
It's something that has to be experienced, in other words.
Mhm.
And the less we resist it by saying, "Oh, I got a deficit, I can't do this, I can't do that, whatever, and my vision is all screwed up, I'll never see again," is whatever. If we can see that as a gift without those dialogues, that there's something else waiting, then something comes upon you because we're not resisting anymore. If we give life to the resistance, that's all we're going to have. And it's going to deteriorate the situation even greater. I hope that makes sense, Lisa.
It's just going to take a while to settle through.
That's fine. That's fine. It's finding peace with who we are, then that's allowing that divinity, the godliness to come forth. and say, hey, look, I want to show you this. That's what it does.
I had a kind of a experience. My back went out real severely, and it's good that it happened because it was curved a lot of different ways. But it also, I started doing qigong and I ended up teaching it, and I never would have done
Good.
that without the back problem. I'm just giving an example of maybe what you're
Sure.
conveying there.
Yeah. Yeah. We're always led into greater when we decide to let go of something and to change something. Always we're led into something greater. Cool. Any other comments or questions, please? That I can try to answer or thank you for mentioning or whatever.
You're prepping us for Friday.
Yeah, it'll be fun. This is like, yeah, exactly. Awesome. All right. Kim, you're first. You won. Anything in particular any one thing that I can try to help you with, physiologically, biologically, neurologically, whatever.
Chronic fatigue. That's been my shadow for a lot of years. And there's a lot of unraveling. You'll probably see me on a personal Zoom call with you in the not too distant future, but figure I'll start here.
Yeah, please do. Please do. And uh, let me first work with that a little bit. Huge, huge um, disappointment 13 years ago. I don't know if you can remember or relate to that. 13 years ago, there was a huge disappointment that changed your life forever.
I have to think about, I have to subtract. Let's see, we're 2026, 2013.
I guess, yeah.
Uh,
And you may or may not remember it. You will
no,
remember it later if not.
I hope I do. I can remember the year and things that happened in that year. I had a really hard job for a lot of years. The fatigue started in probably like 2003 or four, but so I can't.
But this one kicked the bucket, made it that way.
I have to. I'll just have to contemplate that. I can think of that
Sure.
year by the people I was
Cool.
working with.
Yeah. A big disappointment. And it changed your mind. And that's what kicked it in, made it a pattern from then on.
Yeah. I was having real problems with fatigue prior to that, like
Sure.
2010 and 11.
But you had a choice back then to continue in it. But this is what kicked it in 2013. Regardless.
Yeah, that's
Regardless.
cool. That's cool.
All right. So let me do a little bit more work with this.
Yeah, it might be more emotional than physical.
Yes.
Different appointment. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, it was almost like at that moment, your neural network kind of froze and it's still alive and all, but it went like that and for protection.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
So maybe, yeah, other work with you other time.
Yes. Yes. And it does make sense. I understand. Cool. All right. So now you'll see that oh, here's Christina too. Good. So now you'll perceive a change from what we just talked about. And how it changes, who knows, and if it's going to be most immediate over the next couple weeks, or it'll be incremental even past that. Cool. Cool. Blessings. All right.
Grazie. Thank you.
My honor. My pleasure. Hey, Christina, you there, woman? Hi. All right. Leona, yay. Let's talk about one physiological, biological, neurological thing, or physical, or whatever.
My eyesight. I'm still working on that.
Okay. And do those exercises that we just
Oh
talked
yeah,
about,
definitely.
and try them out. And I would not try it out one time or two times, say, oh, nothing's working. It's going to be incremental with you, and you'll notice a difference pertaining to distance or close.
Okay.
And all right, cool. Cool. Let me do something with your eyes here.
Okay.
All right. Love to hear in the future if anything has changed, transpired with this.
Thank you.
Awesome. My pleasure. My total pleasure. Ruth, yay! You're next.
Oh. Um, my neck is sore. I've been packing up papers at church and then carrying the carton down 2 flights of stairs and into the storage room.
Oh boy. I'm
So
telling you, don't do any
three more,
exercise ever.
3 more years to pack. So
Oh no. Let me work your neck on.
yeah, it's the left side, and I think it's related to my pillow use also at night.
Uh,
So
Probably more pillow use than
yeah.
anything. Oh, all right. Can you move around a little bit? Tell me if you notice anything yet, and be candid.
Yeah. It doesn't feel much better.
Okay, let me do one more thing here.
Okay, thank you.
And it might be one of those incremental things that you make a decision in getting one of those ergonomically correct pillows or whatever.
Mhm.
That will really save you from future stuff. But I saw more life going into the musculature and everything. So let's see how that affects you, hon.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
All righty. And everyone, please do keep me updated in how you're feeling, if there's any changes, whatever, or if you want an appointment to elaborate on these things and really get the juices moving. Cool. Lisa, my dear friend.
Yes.
Yes. Any one thing that's really bugging you here?
Got a bit of a headache.
Okay. And let me work with that. Did you have a headache the last time that we worked?
Yes,
Did you notice any difference when I worked with you, hon?
yes.
All right. Let's see if we can do some corrections here. All right. Let's see if this doesn't help you.
Okay.
All right, good. And bring a little bit ease. All right. Hey, Joan.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just I feel good. The only thing
Cool.
is I'm gonna be 85 Saturday, and
Spring chicken.
yeah, and I don't know that they're gonna want to do surgery because I've put it off for 7 years, because I like my light into my knee. So I just know that I went to the doctor and I said, will you send me to physical therapy so I can do some more exercises to build up muscles around my knee? And he said, no. He said, I'm not going to do that because we'll hurt your knee more. But he said, that's a good idea. But, they want to do surgery. And I still am not big on surgery. I was supposed to have back surgery, hip surgery. I've never had a surgery in my life. So I kind of like trying to heal myself. So my right knee,
That's what I was going to ask.
I just wish that we could build up some muscles around there so that I can save it.
Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Or give you a relief, if anything, enough to take you through life, in an
Yeah.
enjoyable way without being,
Because I know I'm going to live another 15 years. I know, and I don't want to be in a walker or a wheelchair.
God bless you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see if we can make it easy for you here. I got a great exercise for you, and this is really neat. And I've seen this actually work. Um, I think the first time I ever saw this was when I was living in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, billion years ago. And I had a bunch of friends over, guys and girls, and there were just everyone came over for dinner. And the people I was living with, I told them that day, hey, look, I'm going to have about 15 people over today for dinner. And they looked at me like, holy God. And so they started cooking roast beef, a roast and, all kinds of vegetables and everything. It was just fantastic. So here I am living flamboyantly in my life, telling other people that, oh, someone's coming for dinner tonight, 15 of them. And so at the end of the dinner, people started, they knew me from watching things happen with other people as I touched them in their lives and stuff. And so they started mentioning that someone had cancer and was just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and was going to be dying. Not that you have cancer. Don't relate to that. Nothing to do with that. It was just a dramatic example that I'm giving. And so I said, "Hey, let's everyone hold hands," and it just came out of my head to do this. And so everyone started doing it, and I took them through a very simple 30-second exercise of watching a green light form in the center of the table, this big dining room table, and people started doing it, and everyone took it so seriously and got really involved in this. And I said, picture this woman, someone's mother, in the center of the circle with this deep forest green light. And what I was doing was calling upon Raphael, the consciousness of Raphael, which symbolizes to me, in my experience, a deep green, forest green. And and I said, watch her body being filled with that.
Mhm.
And so it was, and then one guy saw what other people were gradually seeing as well. In the center of the table was this deep, dark forest green light, luminescent, effervescent light. And he freaked out and he said, you know, he ran out, literally ran out of the house. And but it was a couple days later, and then the circle was broken. But it was a couple days later that this woman told whoever it was that mentioned it that she all of a sudden didn't have the cancer. She felt great. She didn't have the cancer anymore in her life. She even went for test. And the doctor said, I don't understand. What happened? You're functioning like you don't even have the cancer anymore, and you're not in bed, dying like you were. And so, what I'm recommending to you is to, with all your heart, envision that deep forest green luminescent light within you in that particular area regenerating.
Yeah. I do a whole angelic thing every day
There you go.
with Raphael.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
really focus on that. Don't add anything to that. Just with all your heart, call upon Raphael and say, "Hey, look, fill me with that healing light."
Mhm.
Cool.
Will do.
E-
Yeah. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. My honor, my pleasure. Cool. All right, Laura. Hey, we've all been waiting for this, Laura. Come on.
I just have to say, that cool light you said, and when I was being still, I felt a cool light on my knee. And I
Good.
kept thinking, the breath of God, the breath of God.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Awesome.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, Laura. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon?
Hi. Well, yeah, I think it's still my head's still really foggy. I'm really tired and stuff. I've had some headaches because of the concussion. But mostly I'm just like I feel like my head is I'm not dizzy, like I don't have vertigo, but it doesn't feel like I, if I move sometimes I feel like it's like a little unstable, but I'm not having trouble staying in balance, but my head feels like off when I move. Like if I bend down or something, it can feel like, oh, it's a little wonky. And I'm really tired. And so I think I'm still
Yeah.
dealing with all the results of the concussion, and I'm trying not to think, but it's hard not. I'm trying not
Yeah,
to
well,
use my brain. But I
you've had
am.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said I'm trying. That they recommend that you don't try to learn anything new or look at anything serious, or don't use your brain. It's hard to tell a human being not to use their brain, but
Yeah, don't think.
yeah, it's but so anyway, I have to make some decisions about life and go on with my life, but I'm still dealing with that.
Okay. Want to say anything else before I start?
Oh no, I sound like you were asking a question, or were you asking a question, or I feel like I cut
No.
you off. Okay.
All right. Now, see it as a gift.
Oh yes.
Be, see it as a gift.
Okay.
And all right, see it as a gift and try to perceive it as a clarity versus the fogginess. Sure, you've had a trauma, and I understand that, and that's going to affect your body, your head. And but as you see it as a gift, then the effects of that will begin to lessen a little bit. But in reality, in what you called, it's not fogginess, it's a clarity, it's a simplicity. And as you freak out over it with the anxiety or worry or fear of it, and keep that anxiety, worry, and fear in mind, it's going to perpetuate it and or keep it there in arresting it where it's at. Don't necessarily see it as, oh my God, I'm going to be like this all my life. See it as a gift, then the effects will be able to lessen and correct themselves, or be corrected, I should say. The effects will be able to be corrected to varying degrees. If you see it as a gift, it's something that you can enhance uh, in that clarity where there's not the dilemma, drama, or trauma that's bothering you, because that's what's recreating it in its arrested state. Does that make sense almost, hon?
Uh, yeah, I think so. I'm not feeling. I don't. I mean, I don't think I'm feeling a lot of anxiety about it. I'm just aware of
Yes.
being
It's
so
either
tired.
anxiety, worry, or fear. And because that's still on your mind, and
Yeah,
it's
maybe
it's a
I'm.
big it's a big part of you, whether it be known or unbeknownst to you. It's still a big part of you, either anxiety or worry or fear of it. Inside it's inhibiting you from functioning in all kinds of ways.
Okay.
And if you could see it as a gift, okay, how do I use this now? Notice it as clarity and how simple things are. It'll make a big difference. I'm going to do something here.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going to do is have you close your eyes and just give me one word answer, okay?
Okay.
1 second now. Now remember what it felt like to be discombobulated with your the effects of the injury, concussion. Remember what it feels like. Now, if you didn't have the effect of whatever word you choose, and by the way, what word is that? What does it feel like? One word. One word only. And what it feels like. You tell me.
Yeah.
One word.
Fog.
Okay. If you didn't have that fog, what would it feel like? If you didn't have it, one word.
Um,
The first word that comes to you.
View. I don't know if
Okay,
that.
good. That's more than one word. Anything after that. Anything after one word is more than one word. So,
View.
okay, good. Good. Now, what I want you to do is to picture that fog again. What does that look like now? Be candid, one word.
Gray.
Okay. Now, what does it feel like in one word to have the fog?
Tired.
Okay. There you go. There you go. And if you weren't tired, what would that feel like? One word.
Energy.
Okay. Now picture again the tiredness and tell me if there's a difference from what it was or and is now. Be candid.
Um, so maybe a little lighter.
Okay. And do you see the fog as much or less or the same or more?
I think less. Yeah.
All right. No
Yeah.
thinking. It's
Well,
what you
yeah.
perceive.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Less.
right. Now open up your eyes and tell me, be candid too. Tell me how you feel.
Um, a little lighter, I guess.
No guessing. Do you feel lighter or not?
Yeah, I do. It's hard to put words to things for me sometimes.
That's
So,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
a
Now let me do
little lighter. Mm.
good. And let me do one more thing. Also, I wanted to ask you, when did you feel kind of how long when did you get your injury? When was that?
I think it's been about a little bit over 3 weeks.
Okay. You're going not to put thoughts or words into your mind. I just wanted to share with you that you're going to notice incremental changing back to a greater normal.
Oh,
Uh, so that's my perception. Uh, and you
that's
can
good.
write it on the calendar. It's going to be incremental changes.
Back to a greater normal.
Yeah,
I like
greater
a
normal than what it was.
yes.
And you'll have excitement of it. But I'm really curious, how long ago did you have a sense that you can remember that you were totally disappointed with life or with yourself?
Uh, wow. How long ago?
Yeah, when
Uh,
you actually uh, said that to yourself.
well, that's probably a long time ago.
Yeah,
But I it got me thinking. I can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the memory of that retained as well.
Right. Okay.
And this it's almost like an answer to your prayer in some sense. And that's what accentuated some of the trauma that you experienced. But it went into the mind. I just wanted to share that.
No, thank you. I'm gonna have to ponder that.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't turn it into a religion though. Just,
No.
take a look at that.
Yeah. I'll just
All
mull
right.
over it
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Any questions, anyone? Anything I can try to answer? Okay. Anything, Leona?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Now, Christina, yay!
Hi, yay.
Hi.
How are you, Mark?
Well, good to see you here, my friend.
Yes, good to be here.
Anything in particular, hon?
Yes, I've been having stomach issues. I know.
Go to sleep for a week. No, I'm kidding.
That would be nice.
Oh, okay. Let's work with the belly.
Okay.
One thing, I don't know if you want to do this or not. If you go to Sprouts or Whole Foods or whatever's closest to you or Fresh Market, whatever, they have just what is it called? Plain fiber capsules. Nothing with probiotics in it or anything else. It's just plain fiber capsules.
Okay.
And if you could take, say, if you were to take two in the morning, you'll notice that in the afternoon, by the time of the late afternoon or early evening, uh, it would correct. Plain fiber capsules, they have nothing in them.
Okay. I have to stop and do some grocery shopping tomorrow, so
Yeah, that will help.
okay, perfect. Yeah, I just feel like an imbalance going on right now.
It is. And it might have been who knows what that initiated, the imbalance in your body.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it wasn't emotional. It's uh the body readjusts at times, and it takes sometimes that readjustment takes weeks even.
Okay.
Uh, but it doesn't have to take that long. And the plain fiber capsules, in my understanding, are going to help
Help
to,
that.
yeah, the balancing or your body sinking in where you'll feel better in the belly.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I could feel it in my head too. Like I could feel,
The belly and the head, they always correlate. Yeah.
always, like I could feel like this pressure building up in my head when I feel like I'm going to get a stomach ache. So
Yeah,
it's very
they always
interesting.
correlate. It is. It
Yeah.
is. You're right. Let me do one little thing with your head.
Okay. Yeah, and I've been having a lot of sinus draining issues. So I'm wondering if that's part of it too.
Maybe. Maybe. You got it, my dear.
Thank you.
You got it. Yeah.
Ca-
And go ahead.
Can I also ask for some work with Sophia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything in particular?
Yeah, you worked on, she had sprained her left lower back and it's still bothering her.
Has it lessened a lot compared to before?
She claims it has not. I mean, she can move because she couldn't move before. So,
Okay.
yes, but she could still feel it.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
poor kid.
I know.
But her tailbone is fine now.
Okay.
There'll be little readjustments that happen in her spine, a little popping once in a while, uh, and that will throw her back in. And uh, I apologize for this. It may take her another week.
Okay. That's okay.
All
Yeah.
right, good.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my honor, always, always. Nene, are you there? Nene, Nene, are you
Yes,
there?
Mark.
There you.
Yes, I saw it.
Hi.
Okay.
That's okay.
I would like a little prayer for my grandson. He's been having slight fever and feeling tired all the time
How long has he been having the fever, hon?
since I think 2 days ago. Oh, no, fever yesterday, starting yesterday.
Okay. Fevers
And
are
today,
good at times because they burn out infection or disharmony in the body. And
okay, also feels
but
weak.
yeah, let me work with him.
Thank you.
Another day, day and a half. My perception is he'll feel a lot better.
Okay. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
All
Thank
right,
you very
good.
much.
Any other questions or comments, please, about anything? Anything? Anyone? Laura, anything? Joanna?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. And Kim, anything, please.
All is well at the moment.
All right. Lisa, anything? Okay. Christina, anything? All right. Anything, Christina?
No, thank you.
Okay. Uh, Nene,
No more.
anything?
Thank you, Mark. Okay.
All right. My pleasure. Yeah, Ruth.
I've got a question. Can you pray for a building?
A what?
A
A building?
building?
What about?
Well, my church, which is about to be torn down, has developed a major roof leak, and it's raining inside the sanctuary.
Oh,
It's just dreadful. I mean, we've got drop cloths everywhere, and it's just constant dripping. And there's supposed to be a roofer dude coming tomorrow. Everyone
good.
else declined to work on it because they want to replace the roof, not fix the probably some drainage clog and stuff up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that building needed a lot of repair.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's why it's leaving.
yeah. And what do you want me to pray for it then?
Well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. This is not good. We don't need more
Yeah, is
rain.
he gonna put some kind of covering over it
I
tomorrow?
doubt it. I think they're going to try to unclog whatever's going on up there, and then hopefully that will drain whatever's on the top of the roof, the flat roof. It'll
Oh,
drain the water out, and oh
all right.
yeah,
Um, Let me say a prayer then, that the most expedient thing.
yeah, yeah. That'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Or something that will lead to the most expedient thing.
Mhm.
You got it, my dear.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. I really want to thank everyone for being here. And uh, I don't know. Please feel free if it's within your heart to go to the website. There's a gifting tab there, give from your heart. Uh, and God loves to give. So it's reciprocal.
Mark,
And
that
go ahead.
that ch- that church wasn't the United Church of Christ where we used to
No,
meet, is it? Oh, good.
no, no. And all right. I really want to thank everyone. Blessings.
Thank you.
Look
Thank you,
at
Mark.
the
Thank you
look
so
at the
Blessings to
much.
you.
events on the website, and God bless you. Thank you
Thank
so
Blessings.
you.
much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye
Thank
now.
you and good
Thank you,
night.
Mark. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.